This season was never quite planned to be like this. There is this thing called Le Mans, and we kind of bolted a top-tier program to support the build-up to Le Mans. That, I think, puts things, kind of upside down.
It's actually his busiest year to date. His program is one of the biggest as well.
This year is a 22-week on the road year. Training, testing, sim, racing.
For him, the goal is to be one of the best bronze drivers out there in general, whether it's in GT World Challenge or ALMS or 24 Hours of Le Mans. I'm not sure that he will back out of this competitiveness. The difficult thing about GT World Challenge is basically the magnitude.
You are in a field, oftentimes 60 cars.
For sure 40 have drivers that are able to win or do at least a quick lap.
You have everything from the top platinums to all the noteworthy bronzes, all in one place.
It's not just about seconds on the track, it's also about stuff off the track. His mentality coming into a weekend, his preparation. It's a big step, it's a lot of learning.
More brake release for Lesmo 1 and Ascari. Good job, Antarans, you are currently second fastest ones, very good job. I will give you 2 more flying laps.
The real growth as a driver or also anywhere in racing is that you make the most out of the moment.
It's incredibly difficult to stay in your own focus and rhythm without getting distracted or crashed into. If only one component is failing, you're already looking at P20.
Contact.
If I look at the calendar this year, it is not something I would have expected for myself. A full-time entry in GT World Challenge IGTC events, Le Mans 24, and all the attendant preparation that goes with it. These are new people, new tracks, new competition, and new practically everything. There will be a lot of surprises, probably bad, unpleasant, and maybe a few good ones. We'll just have to see where this comes out. It's a lot of surprising progress in the past 2 years, and to be part of Le Mans on merit, that is something way beyond anything I would have imagined.
He deserves to be here. He has the speed to be here. He's one of the best bronze drivers. There's not many drivers like him who work so hard, give everything to make this dream come true.
How many people get the chance to drive a properly set up car by a good team with good teammates on Le Mans circuit on race day and have that piece of tarmac to yourself?
For myself, I can clearly see he knows what he is doing.
You never really know it in advance, what will happen. But now, if you look back, it's incredible what journey we went together.
Smack in the middle of the circuit is this new sports stadium, whose name is Antares. So funny enough, as I was navigating looking for Le Mans, I also found Antares on the roadside. I think ultimately it's one of these things. It just tells you, hey, you've worked for this. You don't get a free pass to keep repeating your life like a video game. Try to make it count.
For me, it's a place you will always remember. Hopefully 20, 30 years from now, for sure I will always remember the races I have done in Le Mans, and it's, in my opinion, the biggest race in the world, and I'm super proud and privileged to be here again. We will give everything to make this a special moment for our lives.
Peu importe.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Ça s'applaudit ces paroles-là.
Thank you.
Prenez le micro également.
Hello, how are you? Oh, I like your cap. Well done. Okay. If I see you at Drivers Parade, I will have a cap for you. Okay. Thank you. Of course.
1 week before the race, you're already in the city center for the official scrutineering.
It's a giant fanfare. I think the first day when you go through, I think they call it Le Passage, in the town square, for people to inspect it and get interviewed by none other than the famous Bruno. That was really a fun experience. On the way over to see my name on the road signs. Yeah. Clearly that place has existed before my appearance here, so I think...
In fact, it was before we knew that you were one day to come or 1 year, and then in preparation of this first time at Le Mans, we said this place is going to have on the race your name.
We basically did all the checks confirming our entry, that we're really here. It's something you don't usually do, but it's of course it goes with the legacy of the race.
I like how you actually had the mascot up there. I think I enjoyed many of those moments. I think having Klaus and Luke in the town square, really running from one end of the field, signing autographs, and to the other end, realizing that we're late for our photo shoot, and getting everyone back together. It's a fun moment.
It's so cool, to see the cars, to make this special picture always at the same place. It's like 50 years from now there will be the same pictures with the same buildings behind, and 50 years ago they made it also. So it's something so special.
I had this picture of the RSR, 2 RSR cars with the entire Monza crew on my vision board. I've always used to work with these vision boards to chase in on my dreams, and this was my big dream, to be on this square with the entire crew. Even on the pictures we have of yesterday, we have the same crew as I have on my picture of my vision board. It's crazy how this world works and how the law of attraction is. I hope by saying this, somebody seeing this gets motivated as well to really visualize your dreams.
We told the guys at Monza that I have 0 experience in the L and GT3. We need running time. The best option in their mind is to go to Monza because it's got long straights and it allows you to run a car in a configuration similar to what you do in Le Mans. Less downforce, lower drag, faster top speeds. That's how we ended up here in Monza with a track all to ourselves.
You get a feeling for the tire to not, over push now or something like this.
It's more like the start of a long run.
Yeah. Okay. Copy. Okay. Enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
For your braking points are really good. First 2 chicanes are good. Try to carry on a bit more minimum speed in 2 less more than Ascari.
Copy, even left mode, Ascari.
focus on Parabolica. Parabolica braking slightly earlier, more minimum speed.
Rather entertaining to think that this is, the degree that, these folks, would, go about their business because, this is the right way, and this is basically no holds barred, do it the right way. It's also humbling because, to be honest, most of the time when, folks, get exposed to racing, you're on, back in my day was, the PlayStation, and the first track you race is probably Monza. So everyone knows Monza to a certain extent. You'll play with Monza, but you'll never imagine when you're playing the PlayStation being able to drive Monza, let alone have all of Monza to yourself. Thomas, the race engineer, Matteo, the systems and data engineer, and Klausi is here. We're all here to really get familiar with the tires and the particular setup of the LMGT3.
But was great improvement. The last few laps, the Parabolica was mega. Was really good. First chicane was always really good. Lesmo 1 usually really good. Lesmo 2 a bit up and down. Ascari a bit up and down. Entry was usually quite good. Then you focus on your minimum speed, but exit you were lifting much more.
I have had no overlap in this stint. And always use the mind that you will not offend me.
Okay, copy.
Ascari is always the trickiest part on this track. So I would say ideal would be to, let's say, kiss every curb and not running them.
And that allows him to flow more speed into the next corner.
Yes.
It's perfectly okay to remind me of driving behavior.
Okay.
For example, stay on your line, don't let traffic through, watch pedal overlap, things like that.
Very, very good in Desmo. 1 and 2. Very good.
Copy, thank you.
So best first sector with lifting, not bad.
Ascari is much better than the previous lap.
This is good, yeah. Unbelievable. Second sector also.
Tighten, drive again.
Copy. So, end of the day, you can jump out of the car. Thanks a lot for the very productive test.
Brought the car back in one piece, huh?
No, but it's a great day.
That's good, yeah.
To have a track like this, have good guys to work with. Thank you.
Yeah, good.
Very good.
Good.
Now the next step is France.
Oh, we'll come back to Monza first, the GT1.
Yeah, I know, but
together.
you, me,
yeah.
I'm not there. I'm in Detroit.
Actually, that's right. That's why. Tomorrow we're going to turn the very first lap, my very first lap at the circuit.
You are in the car, they push you out of the box. You start, you go through the pit line. When you press the pit limiter goes off. You go through the Dunlop chicane, through the S's, Tête Rouge, and then suddenly you are in the long straight. This is a very special moment.
In essence, it's a small group of people that have actually walked this earth that are getting the opportunity to drive out of pit lane here for the full track, for the full race.
It's got to be a very happy moment. It's got to be a very big moment, but at the same time, lots of guys, winners of this event, have given me very good advice. There isn't a lot of track time in Le Mans week. Every single lap counts.
For information, when you speak on the radio, make sure you press the button and you wait 1 second before speaking, and you release the button 1 second after stopping speaking.
FYI, pit to car transmission bad beyond 5 seconds. Coma, you cut out after 5 seconds, over.
As for Antares, for your info, to practice safety car, we will box end of this lap if the safety car is still deployed.
The engineers on the radio try to work with each other over various iterations from Monza test day onwards. These are folks who are brilliant in their own stations, but they're not really radio people. When you're fighting a car and other traffic on track, you need to know what you absolutely need to know.
You enjoyed your first laps. Let's start with this.
I wasn't quite thinking about this being my first lap. Just driving like I'm driving.
The knowledge that this is a one-off attempt without a clear path to how we come back again, that weighs on the back of your mind. So you're trying harder and harder. Unfortunately, you have to be trying the right way. To be very honest, I'm not sure if I was trying the right way myself.
The thing is, he should watch also the mirror and not trust 100% what you are saying. I see he's so fucking stressed that it's not helping, you know.
Note to Marco, I will need help with Porsche entry. I am looking too much at the outside wall and scaring myself. Every time I look at the wall, I get distracted.
He felt, okay, now this is real. He, as you said, he prepped a lot in the sim. But the real drive, you really can't simulate.
Focus on the apex curving yellow-blue Marshall Post 31 board and focus the second apex. Try not to look into the wall.
Having Marco around was huge help. What they say is, where you look, your hands go. Where your hands go, your car follows. If you're looking at the wall, mate, you end up in the wall. All he said was, why don't you look at this thing on the left rather than what you don't want to hit? And from that point onwards, Porsche curves, at least the middle part of it, became a non-issue. I was hoping that this kind of, let's just say, very significant, very meaningful steps can continue for the rest of the track. The disappointment, less so in the people, more so in myself, probably being quite, let's just say, loaded about the whole situation. I wasn't making as big a step in some of the other big areas.
My main challenge remains to be my own driving.
Yeah.
Dunlop and then SS and Ted Rouge, I think is actually where I lose a lot of time.
So for the crew, as soon as the fuel is done, we can push the car outside of the garage and fit the tires. I will shorten for Klaus 8 laps, for you as well most likely.
Shorten for me. Let's give Antares the run time.
We have to try to make this progress in small steps, which he doesn't like. He would like to find like a big step instantly, but we have to treat that here with respect, because I repeat myself, it bites quite harsh then.
He needs to do the laps. I have the feeling he's a little bit frustrated with himself mostly. So.
Yesterday the mood was very good. The day after the session was a disaster.
I know.
Because he's also slow at the moment. And he is fully stressed. And in the end it brings nothing if we find a 10th, 2-3 if he's fully off. Because the car is okay.
But for him, we need to see first that his lap time is faster than Celia and Ryan. Yeah. And just this, it should already calm down.
There are other bronze drivers here where he can outperform them, but they are on his level or even a little ahead of him. But I do repeat telling him, some of them have been here, and even if you spend weeks in the sim, this is not like real life. He struggles a bit with this acceptance of this fact. I think he thought it's gonna be easy.
What's your limiting factor at the moment?
Fear.
Okay, but that's a good answer.
But this is straightforward. Just something very honest.
Yeah.
If I had your balls, then that would have been. If I improved half a second, would that make us competitive? Right now, still no, huh?
I mean, you are competitive.
All I can see is, I see Ferrari bronzes, doing 4 flats. I see Lexus, doing 355s. I'm like lost, man.
The most important for the race is to be able for you to do all the laps between 401 and 402.
But just in general, this is something, when you drive and you have, let's say, the first laps here on this track, which is quite intense, I would say, quite emotional and everything, and you have out of your 10 laps, 6 safety car laps, what do you expect?
Okay, after the first session you were not where you were thinking you would be, but after the second session you are there.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the problem? I mean,
yeah, in the moment.
I mean,
from Wednesday I can tell you, okay, this is a good lap time, this is a bad lap time, because now I get the feeling. But coming this morning to this track, which is a green track, you can say nothing. The only thing we could have done different is to tell you earlier what is Ryan doing with more experience. This is the only thing. This is the only thing.
All three of you are more than competitive compared to the sister cars, and even compared to the overall field. At the end, the only thing I'm a bit sad about is that on your side, I feel that you are not happy with your day, but you should just focus on the end.
Let's finish with this. In the end, we know what you want, what we should all do better. We try to do it better, 100% until Wednesday, and then we start again from here.
Do me one favor, don't lose patience. You improve every outing you've been there. It's just, I mean, the expectations for sure, biggest event on this planet, on like when it comes to endurance racing.
Oh, my car's got hit.
You need to give me the number, man.
Reset your mind. He has no confidence because the car is too wiggling.